I'm here, nice and early, as usual.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today. We've got a final press conference before the show, which takes place on Saturday at the Phones for You Arena here in Manchester. As you're all aware, we have a change of opponent for Tyson Fury. Unfortunately, Derek Chisora has to pull out due to a hand injury, so he's now boxing Alexander Ustinov, who comes from Belarus. Sorry? Belarus. Yes, sorry, my pronunciation. On Saturday. So we've got a unique situation here, a couple of things. First of all, I don't think I've ever been involved in a promotion with two giants as the size of these two guys. They've got to be the two biggest fighters that I've ever promoted against each other. Tyson, 22-0, as we all know, he's the former WBO Intercontinental Champion. Big disappointment for him with Derek pulling out, as it was for Derek. But I think we've made the best of a situation. We've got a very creditable substitute and opponent, Alexander, who's been training very hard, working with Derek. His record's 29-1. He's got 21 KOs. He's got quite a colourful background, which I'm sure he can tell you about when it comes to questions and answers. But this is I think from Tyson's point of view, third time he's had an opponent pull out in the last 18 months or so. Very frustrating. He's been training very hard, as we all know, to box a guy who's much smaller than Alexander, different style altogether, and so the mindset has to be switched. He's now, as we say, finding a totally different type of opponent, and obviously it's a fight that he can't afford to slip up on, because we still intend, and we will, put the fight on provided Tyson comes through against Derek Chisora, which will be in October. And we'll confirm that date after the fight, subject to Tyson doing the business on Saturday. I think on paper this is a great fight. Two big men. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of excitement. They both are big punchers, so you better not blink. Keep your eyes on the action, and hopefully we'll get some seriously good entertainment for the boxing fans. We've also got all the various guys sitting on the table in front who are fighting on the undercard. Billy Joe Saunders against Emmanuel Blandamura for the vacant European title, middleweight title. Bill's 19-0, Blandamura's 22-0. So again, two undefeated fighters. Obviously somebody's O's going to go, as they say in the business. And I'm hoping it's not Billy's, because if Bill wins this, he gets himself into the #1 spot in the WBO, and that will lead to a world title fight later this year. Liam Smith, 16 wins, 1 draw. He's defending his light middleweight champion title, against Jason Wellborn. Liam's had a few problems over the last few months with injuries, but he's back now, and I'm delighted he's back, and I intend to make sure that he's busy, comes through this fight okay, and we'll be looking to step him up as well. We've got a cracking little fight for the vacant British lightweight championship between the undefeated Terry Flanagan from here in Manchester against Martin Gethin. Again, on paper, a lovely little fight that, and I'm sure the fans will enjoy it. Cracking little vacant central area light welterweight title between Jake Catterall and Nathan Bruff. Again, two undefeated fighters. Jack's 8-0, Nathan's 11-0. I think on paper, that is a good fight, and I think it'll be a cracking fight in the ring. And also on the card, we've got Commonwealth champion Liam Walsh, Ronnie Heffernan in a cracking little fight against Liam Williams, Chris Eubanks Jr., Eddie Chambers, Tom Stalker, Adrian Gonzalez, Declan Garrity, Youssef Safa, Macaulay McGowan, and Michael Gomez Jr. making his pro debut. So it's a great fight, 17 fights on the card. It can be an early start, 4 o'clock, and hopefully we'll get some fantastic action in the ring. Anyway, we've got the guys here. I know you've got questions to ask, so please feel free to do so. of his short talent since the COVID was announced?
Well, you know, we've had a look at him, and as we look at all heavyweights, and you know, he's ready, and it's not ideal. He's a lot bigger opponent. He's taller. He's got a totally different style than Derek. So yeah, it's a 3-month training camp, and we've got 3 days to prepare for this guy. But he's the same as us, no doubt. So that's what it is. It's just a fight game, you know. Any fights we can take. When things don't come off, you step up to the next best thing. We're not picking and choosing. Tyson's ready for anyone, and this just proves it again, you know. So it'll be a good fight while it lasts.
And do you think Tyson's now in the best shape ever?
Well, certainly in the gym he's in the best physical shape of his life, and he's performing well, and I expect to see a very good performance.
More questions?
Tyson, how important was it for you to get out and active after the disappointment of obviously the Chisora fight, but before that the Hay fight falling down? Was it important for you to fight this weekend?
Listen, what's important to me is not letting people down. And with my name associated with boxing, there's been a lot of letdowns over the past 18 months. And I'm not just about to let people down, especially in my hometown when people's paid good hard-earned money to fight. Yeah, I don't care if he brings King Kong to me on Saturday night, he's going to fight. I don't care if I win, lose or draw, neither, because I'm pretty sure there's a conspiracy theory going on behind all this. And listen, it is what it is. I don't let people down, I fight. Listen, people would have got a journeyman to fight on Saturday night, somebody shit. I don't do that. I've got a man who's had 30 fights and lost 1. Credit to him for stepping in on a short notice. He's been in the gym, he's been sparring, but then again, so have I. He hasn't prepared for somebody like me, but then again, neither have I prepared somebody like him. So it's going to be a clash of the titans, and may the best man win. That's all I've got to say about it.
Tyson, recently Derek Chisora posted a picture on Twitter saying that he wants that MTP joining up in the Marine Korea type thing. What do you think about that tweet that he tweeted? Do you think it's disrespectful to the fans?
Listen, whatever his reasons are for pulling out, I'm not here to talk about Derek Chisora. As far as I'm concerned, Derek Chisora's history finished. After I've done with this lummox in front of me here, right, I want Bermain Stavern for the WBC title. I'm not interested in Derek Chisora. He ain't got enough credibility to lace my boots up. Never mind step in the same ring. He's a shithouse, dropped his bollocks in training, and now this big lummox has had to step in and take his place. Now, this fella, he may be a giant, but listen, when I land a big detonating right hand on his big swelled head on him, he's going to go down and he's going to stay down. He's a shithouse. I've seen the fight against Pulev. He's getting knocked clean out. Don't be surprised if he goes down in 1 or 2 rounds. I'm coming out, firing, swinging bombs, and if he can land one on me, credit to him. But I've got balls like King Kong, and I'm knocking him spark out. How's that? Put on a statement, because this is what people do like me. Men like me fight anybody on any notice. I don't need a training camp to fight these shit fighters out there. All of the boxers are shit anyway. All the heavyweights are wank, not worth a shilling. I'll fight them on 1 day's notice. Never mind 6 months training camps. I'll do it, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to this dickhead on Saturday night. I'm knocking him into next week. He'll be carrying him in a stretcher back to Russia. Tell you. Shaking, yeah, at his knees. If he's not, he will be.
He actually said he thought Satire was dead.
Я считаю, что каждый матч достаточно важен. Соответственно, здесь, скажем так, собираются ценители спорта, ценители бокса. Они придут посмотреть на хорошие соревнования. Также собираются здесь на ринге боксеры высокого уровня.
Every game is important to me, and I respect the viewers and I respect the fans, and I'll do anything for them.
What does he think of Tyson Fury? Can you answer that, please?
Что вы думаете о вашем оппоненте? Ваше личное мнение.
Про оппонента могу сказать одно, и его послужной список говорит сам за себя, с достаточно высокого уровня. Партнер, я Прошу, наверное, извинения за то, что я влез в это дерби между Дерегом Чизоро и Тайсоном Фьюри. Ну, скажем так, да, это пришлось переиграть, и это не специально. Есть как бы высшие силы захотели так, чтобы произошло, поэтому мы здесь.
He said he feels a big respect for the opponent because obviously he knows everything about him. He feels a bit sorry that he had to sort of interrupt between in this game because obviously it was planned for him to play with someone else. But he's going to try to be a good opponent to him too.
Can I ask a question about Ustinov's condition? His last fight was with David Tua in New Zealand some time ago. So what kind of shape is he in? What's he been doing since his last fight?
Well, I can answer part of that for you. He's been sparring and working continuously with Derek Chisora. It's going on for a while. He's actually a sad.
I could get back in after the injury, and you know I've been itching to go for a while now. So you'll see Saturday I'm in good shape. Yeah, it's been spot on. It's been fine, and you know can't wait for Saturday and top bill with all the lads and I'll perform Saturday.
Obviously, Mark, the opponent, will not for loss, but you might use that confidence.
Yeah, I'm confident I can win the fight. He's comes forward, comes to a fight, but I'm very confident in my conditioning, and I think on the night I'll show everyone what I can do.
Could we just hear from the opponent of Billy Joe, who's an Italian interpreter, just his thoughts on this fight? Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you speak English?
Yeah, a little bit, but when Peter can help me, so it's better.
So just want to know your thoughts on Billy Joe Saunders. How much do you know about him? How much you coming to England in his backyard? What are your thoughts on the fight?
What I think about Billy Joe?
Cosa pensi dell'avversario e di venire qui?
Ok, questo c'è. Se vedi che allora, I think that Billy Joe is one good fighter, and in the past asked me other person asked me how I think about him. I say that the Europe Championship is one important step, but it's one normal step. And I want to say that Billy Joe is one good fighter, and I'm happy from coming to Manchester, and I'm happy that I can fight with Billy Joe, and so Saturday we know. Thanks.
We won the purse bids for this fight to get the fight here.
Can you just give us your, I mean obviously it's a European title fight, but it's a great match.
Well, the win, you know, again, the winner are going to the #1 spot. That's, you know, Bill comes through this, he'll be fighting Quinlan this year. I mean, that's really what this is all about. It's a tough fight, and as Bill said, you know, Blenmer has had fights, or had a fight in Germany, and it is hard to win a fight in Germany, believe you me, but he did it. And, you know, he's a good operator, but I think Bill's a little bit special. At least I hope he's a little bit special, and he's going to show that to everybody. And this is his opportunity to really shine. You know, he's again had a few setbacks with hand injuries, but everything's, I think it's coming together now, and Jimmy Tibbs has done a fabulous job with him. And I think that you're going to see the best of Billy on Saturday night. And as I say, he comes through that. It's my job to make sure that he gets the crack at the world title. Have we got any more questions? Are we all done? Thank you. Thanks very much. And we'd also like, just before we go, thank our sponsors, 666Bet, Raynham Steel and Riley's Sports Bar. You can watch the fight on Box Nation, Sky Channel 437 or HD 490, and it's on the Virgin Channel at 547. And if you want to subscribe, you go to www.boxnation.com. First fight will be at 4:10 on Saturday. Doors are open at 4. Look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you. All good?
Second round knockout. and I was more slowed down, more paced, and learned a lot from the debut.